Gamers Army Grid. Gag. Shut up and game.
Welcome, gamers, gamettes, and fellow soldiers. We're here back playing F-Zero. This is part 2 of our playthrough of F-Zero, the classic SNES game and one of my favorites. I'm playing the Queen's League now, Mute City, and we are off and already just taking over the world, because that's just what we do. You know, I just don't want to talk to people. I don't want to tell people we're taking over the world, because then they just think, they get scared of us. Alright, but anyway, we're back, we're playing Queen League. What would be my topic of discussion for this one? I would like to talk about the console debates of this age. I just gotta say, things have changed, like, extremely, like, in video gaming culture. One of the beautiful things about video gaming culture is that we manage to stick together no matter what. But this is a change that I feel needs to be addressed, and it's basically that back in the day, you know, it was definitely Sega versus Nintendo. You know, back when we had this here, Super Nintendo. I owned both because I was one of those fortunate children who happened to have both. But the thing is, I remember, you know, the debates back in the day. I remember kids bringing in their issues of Nintendo Magazine or Game Informer. Well, I don't think it was Game Informer. I think Electronic Gaming Monthly was bigger back in the day. And we would go like, you know, hey, Super Nintendo's better, Super Nintendo's the shit. Or you would be like, Sega's better, Sega's the shit. You know, and my personal debate was that Super Nintendo was better. You know, I loved my Mega Man X. I loved everything Super Nintendo. But Sega did have its good entries, and I owned my Sega and I enjoyed my Sega. But the thing is, if you owned both systems back in the day, you were just respected as a gamer. It's like, okay, this guy got both systems, you know. But nowadays, it's become this, we've already talked about it in an earlier show, this loyalist thing going on, that you're either Sony or you're either Sony or Microsoft. And I'm sorry, I can't get with that, man. Like, I love Halo. It's one of my favorite franchises in video gaming, period. And I also love Uncharted. It's one of my favorite franchises too on Sony. So there are exclusives for everything, and we're going to sit here and debate with each other over which one's better, over what company's better, over what games are better. And I gotta say, man, you really shorten your end of the stick as a gamer if you sit and try to be loyal to just one company. Now, on a side note, you know, we are the grid. If a company does something that hurts the gamers, we're gonna be against it no matter what, no matter how much we love it. I mentioned earlier that I'm more pro Sony now, but it's for certain reasons, and I didn't get to touch on that. Well, basically, here's the thing. It's basically the company's choices and how they affected gaming culture. I love Microsoft. I love my Xbox 360. It's one of my favorite systems. I get the most airtime I get gaming is on my Xbox 360. But the whole Xbox One thing, the anti-used games policies, the almost died. Anti-used games policies. What else? No! Death. That's the other thing. Death sucks. Okay. Anti-used games policies, DMR, shoving the Kinect down your throat. These are things that I didn't like. While I love the trailers to the new Halo installment coming out, I wasn't going to shorten myself $100 extra just to play Halo 5. You know, no, not happening. Or Titanfall, because I can play Titanfall on the PC and get a relatively better graphics, get relatively better gameplay and online connectivity. You know, we already know the power of the PC. But that's another thing. Gamers aren't. Grid Army is here to talk about consoles. So it was company choices that made us turn against Microsoft. Now that means that if Microsoft makes better company choices, we're gonna be on board 1,000%. We're gamers and we love our games. So why are we gonna turn on a company completely if they don't adjust themselves? So that's why I have to give a shout out to Microsoft for the adjustments that they made on the PR side. They came to gamers. They said, hey, we're not going to do anti-used games policies. We're going to allow you to keep your games. Your games are yours. Damn it, man. Oh, damn. I'm going to die. Okay. They're like, oh, no. See, I told you guys that Queen's League is going to get me. Damn it. Alright, but yeah, like I said, shout out to Microsoft for trying to adjust, but the PR problem has hurt them a lot, and they've been caught still using DMR, even though, you know, they said that DMR is over and done with. They've been caught using it. DMR was used on Killer Instinct users for several tournaments. They went to tourneys, didn't have online connectivity, and you can't play Killer Instinct. Too bad for you. Go home and connect to the internet and play KI at home. And people were pissed. Of course, this situation didn't get huge wind, but it's happened several times. It's not just a one-time thing with one Xbox user. You know, there's a possibility that these users who have been affected by DMR haven't downloaded the day one patch, but I wouldn't believe that. I'm pretty sure they downloaded the patch because, you know, it comes with the territory. Once you get the game, you get the day one patch. Like that happened to me when I got my Wii U. So I don't know, but like I said, DMR exists still for Microsoft, even though they say they don't. And then, you know, they went to that advertisement convention, you know, saying that they were going to use the Kinect for marketing research. And then they went on XboxLive.com and said, oh, well, hey, we're not going to use marketing research. We were just telling clients that we can do marketing research with it. And I call bullshit when bullshit smells like shit. So like I said, choices of the company caused me to turn from it, you know, and that's why I'm getting a PS4. But that doesn't mean I won't get an Xbox One if they really do adjust themselves. I actually told everyone that I'm giving them a year before I get my Xbox One, because, you know, I still have the thought in my head that I'm gonna get it. You know, I'm just waiting for them to make better choices. You know, and I wouldn't want to even get it used. I would want to get a new one and support Microsoft because, you know, I love their company, I love their games. But that's that. Like, the thing I don't like, back to the beginning of my whole, you know, spiel, is that this loyalist attitude. Like, you guys gotta let it go. Come on. Like, it's 2014, and back in the day, if someone owned 2 systems, they were considered awesome. They weren't considered assholes. Like, oh my god, he's got both. He's supposed to just be the one. No, listen. You don't have to be a loyalist to your console. That's all I have to say. I'll catch you guys. So, peace out.
Did you like the Soul Soldier? Those annotations right there are your way to salute. Click on the big box if you want to watch some more.